She has all the words that are missing.
The blood circulation. So that's what happens. That's why the skin is glowing. And in yoga, we do a lot of inverted postures, which is very, very good for a glowing skin.
I do that.
Yeah. So that's very good. Shirshasana. If you do the headstands.
I do headstands. Yeah.
So that works. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
That is actually the best patient.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we come to your films a little bit. You said that you don't want to be. We've actually called the story out of the box because we believe that you don't want to be put into a box. You don't want to be slotted, and we have seen that from Sudeep Mishra's works. You have now actually done an item number in a recent film. So how does this work? Because our understanding is that this industry actually likes to put people into boxes. And how does it work for you? And you think it's good to not be in a box?
I think that box is getting bigger for everyone. It used to be really small, so you were only doing this and doing nothing else. But I think the box is getting bigger, and of course people are doing all kinds of things. It's a great time to be in the industry, and I'm so happy that I'm here now because it allows you to do so many different kinds of things, and the range that they allow now for a heroine. You do negative parts, and you do all kinds of different parts. I think it's great. So yes, out of the box, I think anybody who's boxed up and is told to do, or is told that this is what you can do and this is what you do well, you want to get out of that box and do something else and get into another box. So I'm just finding different boxes that I can jump into and out of. Just wanted to try something different, and Farah came up with that idea. And in fact, Desi Boys happened to me because Rohit had written his first script, and he came to me and said that I thought of you when I wrote this part, and it pretty much happened like that. And in fact now, but the project is not announced, so I can't talk about it. But there is something entirely different that I'm going to be trying next, that I'm going to start shooting for.
Like you just said that a lot of women actors are doing very exciting roles, named Vidya Balan and Rani Mukherjee, a lot of them. Yeah. So is there something like that lined up for you?
I don't know how to say this, but similar. But it's something very different than what I have done so far. Because I think the kind of roles that I've played have been very urban or very modern kind of women, and the part that I will be playing now will probably be not so modern, not so urban in that sense. Even the film that's coming up next for release called Omkar, I am playing advertising creative director in an advertising agency, which is again a very urban woman, very strong and kind of ambitious. So yeah, so what I will start shooting for is going to be very different, the character that I will do.
What's that one role, obviously not the same role, but can you name a role that you've seen on screen, portrayed by a woman that you'd love to do?
That's a no-brainer. Every time I get asked this, I always say Rekha ji in Rajan. It's just like, I think she played a woman of a time, where I think the Notch Girls were the feminists of that time. I think they were the strongest women who were most forward in their times, trying to deal with men and a lot of other things. And I think they were the feminists, the true feminists of their times. So yeah, I think if I get to play a character like that in that time, in that kind of period, I would love to.
Okay. Let's get back to your life a little bit. More fitness, we're happy to talk about fitness. You mentioned the Thai rope. Do you want to talk a little bit about it? I don't think many of us know about it, the new Thai.
Yeah, it's the Thai kickboxing is what I do. So my trainer has got me this rope, a skipping rope, which is what's used by the Thai kickboxers to train. And this rope is at least, I wouldn't even know how many times, maybe 10 times heavier. It's a really heavy, thick rope. So if you do, like the maximum I've managed to do on that is 10 minutes, and that too not at a stretch. I can only do 3 minutes and 3 minutes, 3 minutes. So it's really, really tough, but it's the best workout because it's such a heavy rope, so you get your entire body workout with it. So if you don't have a gym and you're traveling and you're in a hotel or something, all you need is to carry that rope with you, and it takes care of your shoulder arm. I mean, basically everything pretty much. you're panting and you're like on the floor 10 minutes, it's flat. Yeah.
It looks like that she's preparing herself for a Lara Croft kind of.
I should do that next. Yeah.
Or Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, like full
We
out.
should have one, right?
Yeah.
No
We
one's
should.
thought about it.
What will we call Charlie's Angels? We'll be calling them, think of that.
Chachi Ji, something.
Oh my god, no. Cha-Cha's Angels.
Something like that.
That's a bad one.
But with all of this, yoga, of course, we mentioned that it helps you keep calm and so on. Our readers are trying to balance work and life. She's a career girl, but she also wants to catch up with her friends and spend time with her partner. How do you manage to do all of that? Would you like to tell us a little bit about your work-life balance mantras?
There's no mantra, firstly. Nothing works. There will be good days, there will be bad days, there are average days. On a good day, you manage everyone. Even your friends are happy with you. On bad days, your family is not happy with you. So I don't know. I mean, there's always a juggle, and I think every working woman does it. I mean, I sometimes say, fortunately, I choose my dates, and I say this is when I can work, and this is when I can't work. But I think people who are going on a regular work, have to report at 9 and come back. I think it's far tougher for them. So I think women are working the hardest, not even men these days. I think they're the hardest working people right now. It's tough to manage, but I think we are good at it. We're kind of natural with, with some very, how do you say, innocent lies here and there. And then, oh, I was just going to call you. Yeah, so I think you manage like that, but it's tough, yeah, not easy.
So we've had a star here who's candid, speaking from the heart and saying exactly what she feels. I'll open the floor out so that you can ask her more questions and we'll hear more of Chitrangada from the heart.
Very upset media here.
Jaya, can we have the mic?
Yeah.
Hi Chitrangada, looking as sensual as ever. Can you throw some light on what's your style quotient for the day? Since you're talking about fitness and beauty,
Yeah.
can you also talk about what's your fashion taste for the day? What's your
For the day, I'm actually not so big on style that I would change it every day. But style quotient for the day is to keep it simple, clean, something easy, something sensuous, something feminine. I think that's pretty much what I usually am. I don't think I change that much. Definitely something very feminine and sensuous. Nothing which is too much in your face. That's not someone, that is not how I dress usually. But very simple. Keep it simple. That's it.
This is a lovely gown. I can't help asking you.
This is done by, she's a friend and of course a designer, Anika.
Okay.
Yeah, she's gifted me one.
Do pay for it.
Sorry?
Who's starting even the cover page, the dress designer?
This particular dress, I don't
It's a
know.
big.
I don't know who this particular dress was by.
Can you look it up and quickly tell us? Let's
the-
have a copy.
Isn't that
We had
the-
many choices.
I'm not sure.
Yes.
I think so.
I don't know what I want. I don't know. It was an all simple black.
She actually wore many.
We tried quite a few. Yeah.
This is it.
Flirt dress, aquamarine.
Yeah.
Was it aquamarine?
I think it's an aquamarine.
What were your personal inputs, Chitrangada, for this stunning look?
Personal input. It was all, together. I think everybody sat and discussed. They definitely wanted very body hugging, very fitted kind of thing, so that you can accentuate, the curves and fitness. So that was the basic brief, really. But we just wanted to keep it very simple. And I don't know, not much really. I didn't contribute much.
Since every season is coming up, we wanted to keep it black dress.
Yeah, I was quite happy actually. Whatever that they came up with was just fine with me. You know, they wanted it simple and fitted and happy, and yeah, they let me do the hair the way I wanted, so I liked it. Yeah, that's fine.
Chitrangada, hi. Besides the gorgeous picture out there, what highlights is sexy abs of